Well, I just interviewed Buster Douglas, and we talked about leading up to that fight. Buster had 42-1 odds against him. Nobody in the world thought that Buster Douglas was going to win. But you actually weren't surprised. You did an interview and you said, no, I wasn't surprised because Buster Douglas is a boxer. He used his jab and stayed on the outside.
That's it.
Mike Tyson never adjusted. He never fought anybody who was going to hit him back. And when Buster Douglas hit him back, I wasn't surprised. Everybody else was.
Well, you know, everybody thinks I'm crazy a lot of times when I say things like that, but I'm not crazy. I know boxing, you know, and I'm a long way from being crazy. So all you have to do to Mike Tyson, and I bet you can last a couple of rounds too if you wasn't afraid. Right now, you could probably go in there. Mike Tyson's coming in low. And all you have to do is get your long arm out there right there and keep it in his face. And when he throw that left hook at, because that's what he's gonna throw that left hook, that right hand, this arm gonna be out there. And then when this one come back, this one's gonna go out there. You're gonna be like that, bang, 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 bang. You're gonna hit him. Now that might not hurt him like a pro would hurt him, but it gives you a chance to recuperate. And Mike Tyson can recuperate, and they won't be able to recuperate on guys like Holyfield that throw a whole bunch of fight, you know, and or Larry Holmes. Don't count him because he's out of it. But that's all you have to do. Keep the punches, bang, 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 bang. Because Mike will come here and right here and try to hit you on a lower belt. But it ain't gonna work.
Well, you know, interviewing Buster Douglas and then watching some of the interviews around Mike Tyson, it seems like Mike himself feels that he got robbed, that Douglas was down for 13 seconds. But when I watched the fight, when I talked to Buster, it was clear that Buster was ready to get up as soon as, you know, the referee counted 9. It's not like he was dazed and confused and whatever else. Okay, so you got hit with a Tyson uppercut. You went down. And when you watch the fight, right, and I watched it again this morning, to me, it was very clear that you were not dazed. You could get up anytime. You waited until about the 9 count to fully come up and say, okay, I'm ready.
Right.
But according to Tyson, and I remember I watched a clip from his Broadway show, he's convinced that you had 13 seconds on that mat.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, that he was convinced that you were given 13 seconds and technically he knocked you out.
Right.
And he still says that to this day.
Right, but they don't say how many seconds he got.
Right.
That referee was scared to death, like, oh my gosh, 1,100, 2,202. His count was longer than mine. He's talking that smack.
Do you feel that Buster Douglas legitimately beat Tyson, or do you think that Tyson really won and got robbed?
Kicked his ass. And Mike Tyson needs to take it. You're like a man, so what? They beat you, you got paid, and you got beat up by Buster Douglas. Why? Because Buster Douglas moved here, moved there, and throw that jab, throw that right hand, throw that left hook. He was throwing no punches. And you wasn't ready for him. And that's why he was getting hit. And that's why he got knocked out. Because if you can look, Mike Tyson didn't knock me out. He stopped me because my hands was going. And when I reached down there, my arm got stuck on the rope. But if that wouldn't have happened, if my arm wouldn't have got stuck on the rope, what would happen if I could have let that go? It would have been good night, Irene. That's the way it would have been. So Mike shouldn't leave. They're crying over spill. Okay, man beat you, big deal. He beat you. So what?
Yeah. I agree. When I watched that fight, Buster legitimately whooped him. Point blank.
Whoop him.
Yep.
And was humble about it. He didn't try to, I whooped him, I killed him, I did this to him, and I told you I'm the great. Buster didn't go out like that.
Yeah.